There are times when users encounter empty states within an application. Empty states are just containers, screens, or panels for which content does not yet exist or, for whatever reason, can't be displayed at the moment, which leaves the element empty without the content it was designed to display. Empty states are especially common during stages of onboarding and initial use, when the user might not have fully configured the app yet. For example, maybe a user hasn't created any favorites, so the container meant to display a list of favorited items is empty. Or maybe the application has various workspaces or dashboards, but the user hasn't added any content to those areas, so they're empty. Now, the default of an empty space is to just remain empty, right? Just display no content to the user until the space has been fully configured or personalized. While this approach might save some development time or help get a beta product out the door, it ultimately creates confusion and decreases user confidence. And it misses a goldmine of opportunities for increasing usability, learnability, and discoverability. So here are 3 guidelines for designing empty states. First, use empty states to communicate system status. When users run a process, maybe like filtering or refreshing content, and it doesn't result in any relevant data, they're likely left wondering a bunch of questions. Is the system finished processing the request? Is the content still loading? Did an error occur? Did I set the wrong filters? So, provide a brief system message within the element that simply tells the user there is no data to display, rather than leaving them guessing with an empty state. Secondly, use empty states to help users discover unused features and increase learnability of the system. Empty states provide an opportunity to provide contextual information relevant to the user's tasks. Imagine a situation where the user encounters an empty alerts panel, because they haven't created any alerts yet. That panel could be used to display information about what alerts are and how to get started using them. This is much more useful than a totally empty panel that wastes space and makes the user figure out how to do that task on their own. Finally, use empty states to help users get started with key tasks. In addition to alerting users of system status and increasing system learnability, empty states can be used to provide direct pathways for completing steps related to the current workflow. For example, building on our last example, you could use the empty alerts panel to link directly to the steps that need to be taken to begin creating and displaying alerts. Moral of the story? Don't let empty state design be an afterthought within your application. Intentionally designed empty states can help increase user confidence, improve system learnability, and help users get started with key tasks.